Hi friends, welcome to my home gym. This is my, well, you can only see one, wait, whatever. Anyway, I was working out today and I wanted to, I had this thought that I had the urge to share with you, and I get a lot of mean comments when I stream because the internet is one of those places where people do not hold back. It's almost like road rage, but towards other human beings. They just let it all out, like they need a punching bag, they just go on somebody online and spill out their hatred on them because, they don't know me, so there's no consequences. Like, they don't need to give a shit about how it makes me feel. That's the internet for you to just... No, but I get a lot of comments, obviously, hating on me for my weight, and it's strange because, I've received those kind of comments my entire life, basically. I was never thin, ever. Actually, maybe one time I lost enough weight to be considered almost thin, but that wasn't healthy for me. I have a different body type, okay? There's certain things such as body types, like there's a genetic component to it. It's curvy, it's chunky, whatever. Like I've come to the point where I've made peace with it, because I had to. And we're gonna talk about that today. So if you relate to any of this, what I'm saying, join me, take a seat, let's hang out, let's talk about self-worth and why it's the most important thing ever, and why it's something that you have to cultivate within yourself. Otherwise, other people's opinions will destroy you. Other people's judgments and other people's opinions will destroy you. And look, the self-hatred doesn't motivate you to take care of yourself. That's why body shaming is never going to work. Because you don't feel motivated to take care of something if you don't care about it. Like, if you owned, let's say, a car and you didn't give a shit about it and you hated it, and you kept talking down to it and just hating on it, would you feel motivated to take good care of that car? Change its oil, take it for a cleaning, take it for an engine checkup, whatever? No, you wouldn't give two shits. You're like, you've already determined this car has no worth, so why would you put out energy to take care of that? You won't. And this is the problem with body shaming people. It's almost like we think we can make somebody hate themselves enough to make a change. But that's not how change works. If you hate something, the only thing you're going to be motivated to do is neglect it, in this case the body, right? And just feel bad about it. And when you keep doing that over and over again, you start to dissociate from it because you don't want to associate with something that you hate. So you would rather, it's almost like your mind detaches itself from it, and there's a disconnect. And when you're disconnected from your body, it's like really difficult to move. It's really difficult to move. It's almost a psychosomatic effect where when you dissociate from your body, you have no energy to move it. Your body feels like a ton of bricks. I did dissociate from it for a long time. I didn't even feel my body. It's crazy to think back on it now. I was so up in my head, I couldn't even feel my body for the most part. And when you don't feel your body, you don't feel inspired to move it. You don't feel inspired to take care of it. Food becomes more of a drug, because when you're disconnected from your body, it doesn't feel good to be alive. So you use food as a drug to make yourself feel a little bit better. And that's where the vicious cycle starts of, it's not food anymore, it's a drug, And I understand that. Like, I struggled also with food addiction at one point. Anything worth doing in this life, anything that feels good in this life, has to feel good in the body. Like, think about it. All of the earthly pleasures are things you can experience only through the human body. All of them. The only thing that affects only your brain are drugs. So if you don't feel good in your body, the only thing that can make you feel better are drugs. And food can become a drug. Even if you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror. If you can look at it through the eyes of compassion, just a little bit of understanding for why it got that way, just that tiny little bit of self-care is going to motivate the next move, which is, I care about this. I might not be happy about it, but I care about this thing. So I'm going to do my best now, starting now, to take care of it and feel better in it. That's the key. It's not about what it looks like. It's about feeling better in it. Because, just like the car, actually this metaphor really makes sense, because if you don't use a car, the battery will die. You'll need a change of oil. Like, if the machine doesn't keep working and moving, it breaks down. It's not supposed to stay still. And the body is the same. I recently had a surgery, and right after my surgery, my surgeon told me, don't lay down all day. Make sure you go out and walk as much as you can. And I was surprised by that, because I've never had surgery before. But apparently, it helps everything heal. The blood flow, I guess, and everything moving, it makes the whole thing do what it's supposed to do. So I took that as life advice. I was like, Oh, he told me to walk for an hour. I was like, wow, really? Like right after surgery? And he's like, yes, as much as you can. Not all day. He said, don't stay on your feet all day. Definitely rest. But yeah, go walk outside for an hour. He told me that. So I was like, I took that as life advice, honestly. Because if it's good for surgery, then it's good for everything. Right? It's good for the body fixing itself and making sure things are healthy and everything like that. It's as essential as drinking enough water, getting enough vitamin C. Like, it's as essential as that, basically. And once you stop moving it, it feels really, really bad. And when you start moving it after being stagnant for a long time, it can feel bad too. I understand that. But just do it and see how you feel afterwards. It's always that which motivates me. Like, I became addicted to weightlifting because of how it feels afterwards. Not how it feels during. During, it feels like pain, obviously. Just observe how you feel afterwards. Go for a long walk, just like my surgeon said, and then after that, see how you feel. See how you sleep. The more you realize it makes you feel good, the more you're going to be motivated to stick to it. That's why self-hate doesn't get you anywhere. And the real key is having self-worth. The real key is valuing the poor little car, even if it's not exactly the car you would have wanted to have. It's your car. It is what it is. Not all of us get a Porsche from birth, It's your car. You got to take care of it, because otherwise it's going to give you issues down the road. Literally. It's going to give you health issues. But not even looking that far ahead, just, it's going to feel bad to be in it. It's not all about looks. Like I said, there's body types. There's people with different preferences as well out there. Some people are more interested in certain body types than others, so it's not that you're unlovable if you don't have the stereotypical body type of what's considered to be attractive nowadays, which is toxic in and of itself to have that. I wish we didn't have that, but it is what it is. So yeah, like all these people trying to body shame me during my stream, like because I have stomach, like because I have some fat on my body, they don't know how far I've come. Like, they don't know that I lost like over 10 kilos in the last year just through doing stuff at home and working out and like a lot of protein. I don't know. Like, I didn't develop an eating disorder. It took me a long time, but I think that's the sustainable thing, right? Because I feel better. It was a sensory issue for me, If you don't know, I'm autistic, so I hated the feeling of it. My skin touching my skin. If you know, you know. Like rolls and things like that. Just sensory nightmare. I feel a lot better. I feel proud of how far I've come. I feel proud of how strong I've gotten. And that's another thing. The progress is always so slow that sometimes you don't even... Like, if you look at other people who post gym content and you compare yourself to those people, you're going to feel like not motivated at all, because they're just way too far ahead of you, you know? Because the progress is so incremental and slow that you can only compare yourself to your own starting point, right? And somebody might look at you and completely invalidate that. And that's why we need self-worth, so that those things don't affect us, so that other people's opinions don't get to us. Like, I think a year ago I would have been really upset that somebody left a comment like that on my stream, saying, like, they're so mean too. They're so mean. The way they word things is like they want to hurt you. They want to make you hate yourself. They want to do that. And I refuse to hate myself. I refuse to hate myself. At this point, it's like, it's not only for me, it's also to prove a point. Like, you're not gonna make me hate myself. I did that already. It doesn't get me anywhere. It doesn't motivate me to take care of myself. It only makes me dissociate, feel ashamed, and feel unlovable. And what's that good for? That's not helping anybody. That's not helping me. Does it make them feel good to make me feel bad? Well, that's a them problem, you know? They need to look at what the fuck is wrong with their head if that's the case. But they are not helping me by trying to make me hate myself. I refuse. And self-compassion is a muscle. Like, you have to work it for it to get stronger over time. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. It's a really slow process down here. But if it's just one small step, it's incrementally going to get better. So the step isn't to discipline yourself and start working out and start a strict diet. All of that is really self-hating. Can you feel like that it comes from a self-hating place? None of it is going to stick. You're not going to discipline yourself into some better version of yourself. It's not going to last. It's going to last a month or two tops, and then you're going to fall off the wagon. The only thing that creates that lasting change is having that self-compassion and self-worth, and that creates a drive to take care of the body, the car you were born with. That you inherited from your parents. Oh yeah, that's right. Your parents gave you the car. And you didn't have much of a choice. You got what you got. So you get what you get. You're not comparing to other people. Their parents gave them something completely different. You can only compare it to your own starting point. And the only lasting motivator is the desire to take care of yourself because you care about yourself, because you feel that sense of self-worth. If I have value, if this is something valuable to me, I am going to take care of it more. Whereas if it's worthless, why would I bother taking care of it? I already hate it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope this was helpful to somebody. I know I would have needed to hear this as a younger person, so I'm putting it out there, and I'll see you in my next video.